Deliver at All Costs is developed by Far Out Games and published by Konami. This thrilling action game promises destruction, absurdity, and intrigue, and let me tell you, it delivers on every single front. From the very first cutscene, I was engrossed and wrapped into this game. We step into the shoes of Winston Green, a down-on-his-luck courier with a fiery temper and mysterious past, tasked with delivering some highly unconventional cargo, and what follows is a trail of pure havoc and absolute chaos. Now, let's talk about the game's aesthetic first, because this is the chef's kiss for me, as you have this late 1950s island setting, and it works so perfectly. It has this vibrant, almost cartoonish charm that feels incredibly unique, and the tone is a breath of fresh air, blending a wonderfully unserious world with wild, physics-driven gameplay and destruction, and it oozes with personality, feeling like a fantastic blend of over-the-top destruction from the Just Cause series mixed with the wild and goofy tone of the Destroy All Humans games, where absurdity is king. This creates a distinct vibe that immediately pulls you in. Now, I genuinely was surprised by how much I enjoyed the game's narrative, story, and characters. Often in games like this, the story can take a back seat to the wild action, but that's not the case here. This game legitimately had me laughing out loud with the snappy, witty dialogue that completely complements the game's chaotic nature. And the voice acting overall is really well done. It has a fantastic cast of characters that bring these quirky characters to life, and it gets even quite nuanced at times when the game's mysterious and sometimes emotional tones come into play. My only minor gripe with this storytelling, or even the voice acting, and I mean this is minor, is some of the stagnant voice lines get repetitive when you're out and about driving and you're hitting cars and knocking over all sorts of stuff. You'll get the same repeated lines over and over, but again, I can get over that because the game's storytelling, the gameplay itself, it's quite immersive and it's a small price to pay. And I was curious to see where the story would go throughout its 7 to 10 hours of playtime for me. Now, Deliver at All Costs does take about, like I said, 7 to 10 hours, so you can go through these wild and absolutely outstanding missions, and this game gives you absolute pure mayhem, meaning it's all over the top, wild physics-based destruction and interactivity, and you're not just driving, you're creating a spectacle, whether you're soaring down the road with literal balloons attached to your truck like the movie Up, or dodging giant boulders as you scale a treacherous cliffside. The game's world and mission design constantly offers a wide variety of thrills and humor. One minute, you're trying to carefully navigate a fragile package. The next, you're running around, everything's exploding around you with fireworks in the back of your truck. The approach to the delivery is truly impressive, and that variety keeps you locked in. Now, with this, you also have a really robust upgrade system as you're pimping out your delivery truck with all sorts of handy gadgets to help you get the job done in new and exciting ways. These upgrades add more layers of gameplay, giving you tools to tackle challenges and keeping things fresh throughout your entire runtime. So it's not just about the driving, it's also about the ways you can get the missions done with these unique tools and maximizing the chaos and the efficiency around you. Now, the art style is an incredibly pleasant game to look at. The game is vibrant, colorful, and perfectly suits the game's whimsical tone, and for the performance for me, I had zero issues. The rig I ran the game on, it ran like absolute butter with no frame drops or stutters, and I encountered little to no bugs throughout my entire play session, which is a huge plus in this age of gaming because we all know how games come in unfinished. So it's clear that a lot of care and optimizing went into this gaming experience. Now, the biggest hurdle for me that I had to get over was the vehicular controls. The first couple hours of this game, due to the isometric nature, was difficult because sometimes I would be switching the camera around and that would mix up my controls and I'd be going the wrong direction that I intended, and that led to some frustration, but it was something I was able to get over through some time and practice, and once I got everything to click, it felt great. So whether you're someone that enjoys these types of isometric wild games, Deliver at All Costs is an absolute blast. It's a game that you can easily burn through in a few play sessions, and if you're a gamer dad like me, the game is a blast to play a couple missions at a time, 20 to 40 minutes each. It's a game that has great humor, great storytelling, some mystery and intrigue, and really addictive, fun, over-the-top gameplay. You owe it to yourself. Check out Deliver at All Costs. It's currently free over on Epic Games Store as I record and send this out. So sit back and enjoy.